Betrayal or Strategy. Ramsey Abdalla is here with us to break silence for the first time. With my co-host,
Cynthia Otieno.
We are here to delve into his controversial defection in the recent election and his vision as must new Speaker of the Congress. Mr. Speaker,
yes.
Congratulations for your recent achievement.
Thank you so
and
much.
welcome to Siku Njema.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bwana Speaker. My first question. Many of our voters are trying to understand your shift from one coalition to another. In your own words, how can you describe this change from Musa to CBA?
First, my movement from Musa to CBA was predetermined by one. Initially, I was in CBA, the very CBA. Even the name of the coalition was created while I was still in CBA. So even to me, I never understood why my house, that's Westcom, really moved from CBA to Musa. It is always said that politics is about tyranny of numbers. So I believe they shifted to the Musa, but it was against my wish, because I believe in politics it's all about smartness and hard work.
Now, Mr. Speaker, after you have realized that you are not ready to move to Musa, and you really moved, why didn't you drop your candidacy from Musa and continue with CBA?
Well, I did not drop. Actually, I felt like giving up, but I never gave up because as a leader, you must be resilient, regardless of the decisions and even the outcomes. At times, you really need to take tough decisions for your own good and for the good of your people, because my people really believed in me. And another option, I was told to go as an independent candidate, but that one is also a challenge to many, because you may find yourself in very hectic or very controversial scenarios. Then again, the CBA really sympathized with me to stand with them. But my house, that is Westcom, were also on neck to neck. They fought through thick and thin to ensure that I really vowed their ticket. And for so much, Westcom is the one that was really interested in me, had to stand with them so that I be an elected a delegate under their ticket.
Okay. Which coalition made you win?
I will not say there's a coalition that made me win, because in politics you can win and the coalition can lose. A coalition can win and you can lose.
Was this your plan from the beginning, to use Musa to win, then go back to CBA?
I will still interject what you have just said now. A coalition cannot make you win. It's your personal strategies, your hard work, and how you really work through and you maneuver your ways through. Because even during my campaigns, I used to tell my people, if you are going to elect me because I'm a particular in a coalition, then you are losing it. Because me, I'm a leader. I believe in change. And my voice, I wanted to use my voice to inspire change and to really bring diligent service, because even the previous leadership, there is none that was really committed to the interest of my people.
Don't you feel like you betrayed your party?
No, I don't feel like.
Mr. Speaker, many people are referring you now as a traitor, Judas Iscariot, and it's known everywhere and in all platforms. What's your suggestion on these ongoing allegations?
Well, politics is I always say it's always termed as a dirty game, and the betrayal is always also part of the game. But betrayal normally is, I can say, it's fleeting within the political landscape. It's short-lived. So I will say betrayal is an allegation to me, because even first Westcom itself, my house, betrayed someone. That's Ramsey Abdalla, who was vying on a ticket for the academic secretary. But when the coalitions were shifting, she was also uncomfortable, and she was told, we will drop you to pick on another most preferable candidate. And even the Westcom itself, during the vettings, I was never happy with the vetting, because the executives, killer executive, had their own person of interest. I was to vie for the executive positions, but the way I saw the way things were being carried out, everyone is just there for money. Because unapata unaambiwa leta kitu kidogo upewe kiti. Me, I cannot go by that. I'm a person of integrity. So I decided to drop my ambition for the executive and to go for the delegate. The Westcom house itself was not willing from the very first to give me the delegate ticket. They had their own person. That was the one Benjamin Odwaro, who also vied as the men's rep in my political camp. So I will say I never betrayed anyone. I never.
You said you're a person of policy. So this political change, was it beneficial, or was there a policy that was followed?
Well, during coalition formation, as there's a seal. They do usually seal coalition, and some money is pledged. But to me, I would say I never pledged, or I never pledged a loyalty or an allegiance that I would really stick to the Musa coalition. To me, I would say the executives, the very executives that are saying I betrayed them, I could say they were using me as a vehicle to really land in their destination. But I would also say even the Musa coalition itself, they never believed in me. Yeah, they were saying at long last I may vote the other side because I speak both Kijaluo and I speak Alui as well. So they never had full trust in me.
You know, Mr. Speaker, why didn't you choose to drop from Musa and run using CBA ticket, knowing well that you're going to vote for CBA?
No, I would not say I was really focused to vote for CBA. I was under scrutiny of these leaders. To me, I really value student body having responsible and accountable leaders. In our university, you have really, from the last regime, there have been allegations regarding the previous regime. Wanasema bursaries were being sold. Even the outgoing HCA, that is Karani Munene, who was the aspirant for the presidential position, the chairmanship position. The allegations too, one strong allegation regarding Marimba campus. Wanasema kulikuwa na pesa ya fertilizer, I don't know how much, 50K, I don't know, ended up in his pocket. It's all over the university as well regarding the health and the health docket that is holding as well. In the hospital, when you have not been able to register for the semester, you cannot be attended to. Why? Health is a need, and it should be treated with a priority, me being a clinician. And for that, he would have really developed or devised a way on how to really handle that challenge. But he was there for a full academic year. He did nothing. Third was the allegation regarding the contraceptives here, students, condoms, yeah. So the students have been complaining each and every day. That money was also looted. It ended up in some people's pocket. So for me, I was making my decisions frank and guided with integrity and accountability because I believe the students need the best. Yeah.
There was this time during the endorsement of your candidacy. Before that, CBA had filed a complaint about you and they wanted you to be dropped off, and Musa stood with you. Why don't you feel that you really betrayed them after they stood with you the time you needed them most?
Politics is a dirty game, I'll still repeat. Everyone really tries to maneuver his or her ways. Atatumia every way, atatumia mbinu zote. Atafanya kwa nia ya dhati, yani ili apate tu chenye anataka. So the Musa, I can say they might have stood with me at that time. But there were allegations. I was the one to really defend what was alleged against me. So we went to the office. Actually, it was against me, my women rep and my men's rep. Na tukaenda huko tukajitetea and it was sorted. And even again, the very boys who are the perpetrators of the same or who are really involved, they confessed that these are good leaders and we cannot really participate in removing them in the ballot. So that's how the case was nullified. And they cancelled the case and they signed. Yeah.
Immediately after delegates election, there were allegations going around that you were abducted. Can you please explain to us and tell people where were you at that time?
Well, people may have taken it the way they took it because the people want to listen to what they want to hear. I was not abducted, literally. Because if I was abducted at the very time when we were to really do the elections, or the executive, the council election at the MPH, the Musa coalition people, or those are the delegates and even the executives, they were spreading mayhem all over. We want Ramsey, what, and they could see me as very composed, as very comfortable, proving to them that there was no external influence or pressure against me, or that really influenced my decision. Then again, I just took my peace, because the political period was so much of a turmoil to me, especially emotionally, physically. I really struggled at some point. Even I could not eat well. I could not find time to really relax and to sleep. I used to sleep 2 hours a day, every day, since the beginning of the politics until the end. Because I once vied and lost, I never wanted to lose again. I wanted to win with a big margin. Every day at night, I used to go through the groups, just trying to text people, talking to people, devising all my strategies, new ones. Kama hii imekataa, najaribu ile ingine. So the energy that I really spent, I needed to recover. So that's why I just needed to take my peace. Because the CBA were all sympathizing with Ramsey, please, you are once our person. Please come home, deliver the win home. The Musa were also there, Ramsey, please stand with us. But the other side, their actions were against the expectations of the students. Because even when I was vying under the Musa coalition, when I shifted from CBA to the Musa, my dignitaries or my constituents were not happy. They used to tell me, Ramsey, even there were those who really betrayed me even at the very process, told me, Ramsey, we are not going to support you because you are going to support a regime that has failed us, a regime that has not been empathetic to us, you see. So to me, I listened to them, and their sentiments were so strong, and for me as a caring leader, I really needed to do what they wanted.
You have said in Musa, there were some leaders whose actions were not after helping the comrades or standing with the comrades, and they were in the former government. Is it right?
Yes.
How is it? And in CBA, we had the chairperson of SAMU, and he was the one who was in charge and overall supervising everything, and you held him. And now you are alleging someone who was just but an HCA.
Okay, I've given you the strong allegations against the former HCA. And there were 3 in his docket where he failed. And the students were really pointing me to the very allegations. Ramsey, see, you are a leader of integrity. You are a liberal mind. Look into this. Please do as per what we expect you to do. And I promised them, I give you my commitment, I'll make the right decisions. And I asked them, which leaders do you want me to elect once I've won the school rep election? And they were really narrowing down. Even one first year, the class rep for health records showed me a screenshot, uko forum. Ramsey, see, this is KK, akona shares, washapanga. This is Karani, akona shares, Wambugu, I don't know. So, to me, ninge make otherwise. Even in my leadership, ningekuwa na challenge, because I was going to lead the leaders in SHS. See? So I should have done what I had to do to be at peace with them. Even as at now, they are really celebrating my decision, because I stood firm, I gave them my promise, and I delivered. And secondly, there was this outgoing SG, that is KK Victor. He's a fellow clinician like me. He's the one who was never wanted in that coalition. And KK used to say each and every day, I will do everything in my power to make Karani win. Karani is not wanted, KK is not wanted. Ramsey, why are you supporting KK? Yet, all along, you have been an activist all those years, criticizing KK to deliver, and yet now you are on his side. Are you also someone who is really put there to serve the interest of someone above? And I told them no.
What do you think your action as an individual portray people of Westcom? Because you can see now, everywhere a person from Western is passing is referred as Western trader.
Well, I will not say they should not really punish Westcom or really see Westcom as as the elephant in the room with regards to the betrayal thing, Westcom is really innocent in this, and it was Ramsey alone. There was nowhere in that ballot that Westcom was written, that Westcom was the one to determine. Westcom just gave me a mandate to deliver to them the win home, to be a delegate, as they had really fronted me. And yes, they are being called Western traders. But Westcom as well, they really need to redeem themselves, because even following the actions that they really meted on one of the past aspirant, that is Mercy. Yeah. And even in the future politics, I will urge all the other houses not to really discount or discriminate or disalign or misalign Westcom as not a trusted or a trustworthy house. They should just work with them, because I believe Westcom has good leaders. The very one is Ramsey here, Amakobe we have had, even the likes of Ken Kunde who are there before us. So they are good people. The way they reason, they are never so much tribal like you can find other tribes, and they are always friendly, and they are always calm. They are of calm demeanor, and they are people whom you can work with.
You have said that these people should not discriminate Westcom outside politics because they have good leaders.
Yes.
Can you convince the school that Westcom is really trustworthy? They are worth to be trusted because they trusted. You can see out of all the tribes that formed the Musa coalition, it's only Westcom people that betrayed the coalition. Benjamin was reported to be missing. He never voted even for himself. The likes of Masengo. And you, immediately after winning, you were nowhere to be seen. And you did not support Musa again. Can you convince people that really people of Western should be trusted in the university politics?
Well, that's a nice question. You see, politics is all about strategy. Once politics is just to enable you to be a leader. I believe leaders are born, but for you, everyone is a leader, even you. That's why I've said I'm going to lead the leaders in SHS. But for you to be an outstanding leader, you must be made. And the process of making you a leader is a rigorous journey. It's a tough journey that only the smartest that survives. So in everything, it's all about strategy and being smart. After that, now we usually have the leaders. After that is where the leaders are now put into accountability. Once they are in the very capacity to serve people, that's where you can really criticize them based on their actions, based on their decisions, and even based on how they reason with people and interact with people and how they communicate with the constituents. So leaders should be judged based on service and everything they have to do on the ground, not with regards to politics and the political journey.
Okay, it's alleged that you are given some incentives. Can you tell us how much were you given to vote for CBA?
Well, that's a very great rumor moving around. Even I was, for your information, I had a meeting with the DVC and the registrar. That was the very question that I was asked, the very first. Ramsey, there are strong allegations you are given 100,000. Apart from that, there are allegations that also indicate, Ramsey, you are given 50,000. Mara, Ramsey, you are given 70,000. Mara, Ramsey, you are given 30,000. Others are also saying you are given 25. So no one has the actual figures, but rather they are just serious accusations. Just because I disappeared or I was out of the public image, anyone just has to come up with anything just to disown Ramsey or just to diminish his reputation. So even I told the DVC, no, I was not given any money. And if people are still alleging to the same, I've been telling them, please, I've been having open communications with them in my WhatsApp and even open communication. I tell them, please, if you have strong allegations, bring the evidences. No one is able, even if you tell someone, ananyamaza.
Yeah. Let me take you back to what you say that in Westcom there are good leaders. In Westcom, Richo was there, and during the voting you never voted for him, and he's from Westcom.
Well, I can also ask you the same question. Why do you feel like I never voted for Muricho, yet voting is a secret ballot?
Because he never won.
He
And he was
never won.
defeated with 1 vote.
Well, thank you. So even with the very meeting that I had with the DVC and the registrar,
Yes.
and Karani and Teddy, I told them, Karani and Teddy, you may feel like Ramsey is the determinant in this election. But yes, politics is betrayal, is a strategy. Politics is mindful game. And you may find that even the Ramsey you are really alleging to is the one who will not determine. There is people from Teddy's camp and Carson's camp who would vote otherwise and vice versa. So maybe I voted for Muricho because he is part of Westcom that I come from. And maybe I never voted for him. No one knows. And because even I never took a photo of my vote in the ballot for the academic secretary.
Yes,
so no one
we
can
know.
really ascertain that Ramsey never voted for this, but Ramsey voted for this candidate.
No, you know, yes, it's a secret ballot. But immediately after you were elected as a delegate, you declared your stand and you went to defend CBA. And there were even videos that were going viral and said, this is Ramsey Abdalla, the man of the match himself, the SHS, the incoming speaker of the SAMU Congress, and Teddy must be alive.
Okay, your question answers it. Teddy must be alive. That's it.
So you are ready to betray Musa just for Teddy to be alive?
No, I never betrayed Musa. I have explained, I think, twice now. My leadership is based on or stems from accountability and responsibility. That's how I judge leaders. So Karani had serious allegations all around, even especially from my school. That's why they told me, please don't make a mistake.
And if you knew that Karani had serious allegations and he was the president of Musa, why didn't you drop your candidacy and run in the coalition that person, if it was Teddy at that time, let me just say, and run in that ticket?
Maybe that question now answers and really clarifies that politics is interest. You want me to vote for Karani because he's from Musa, where I come from. You want me to serve the interest of Musa. Bona? And I really take you back to the way I answered you. I told my people, please, don't be confused or don't make me, don't push me to an extent of voting for someone for whom after I have voted for him, you will still be the one to put me into accountability that Ramsey, you are the one who voted for this bad leader. I never wanted such a scenario.
It has been a good moment with our guest, the Speaker of the Congress, Ramsey Abdalla. We are taking a short commercial break. Then our journalists Newton Wafula and Olivia Wanza will be engaging Mr. Speaker in an exclusive interview.
Welcome back, our viewers. My name is Newton Wafula.
I'm Olivia Wanza.
Mr. Speaker, congratulations for being elected as the Speaker of the SAMU Congress 2025-2026. You said after elections you disappeared. Why did you disappear?
I said, I answered it in the previous session where I said I really wanted to have some personal space and have my peace of mind. Because both camps were really fighting for me. Ramsey, because all of them knew from the beginning I was the one who was the most popular candidate in this entire election. I'll be the one who will win. Ruto anasema mapema asubuhi. Ninge-win mapema asubuhi. So all of them were really fighting or were really running to ensure that Ramsey vote for either of them.
Okay, and immediately after election, let me ask you this question. Was it really your wish to vote for Honorable Teddy Alai?
Yeah. First, it was really my wish because to me, I know Teddy at personal level. He's a humble guy. He's someone who really showed the dedication to serve comrades. Even as to the way he used to talk to me. I said all those candidates, they used to ask for me for their votes. Just like the way I used to build my ground, to talk to the people. to really sell my manifestos the same way they used to do to me. So to me, Teddy was just perfect. And again, just as I said, the allegations and even the scandals that really conflicted, that would really conflict me with my values and even the expectations of my constituents, really made me to settle on Teddy.
Okay, you have said that there are allegations, especially from Honorable Carson Karani. Can you substantiate your statements?
Yeah, I really substantiated them. I said one is regarding the fertilizer scandal, the Marimba one, because Marimba is based on really agriculture. So walisema they gave a mandate to him, fertilizer money was issued, but it never reached to them. After all, it ended in maybe his pocket. Another one was the contraceptives, the condoms issue, whereby the university has had scarcity and even has drained or has gone out of the contraceptives. Comrades were really complaining here and there, and they had to spend their own monies. And yet, it's a need to them. Ukienda huko hostel, you'll get the boxes ambazo wanaekewa. Then the second one was, third one was the issue ya selling of bursaries, of which kila mtu alikuwa anasema, Ramsey, please don't elect a regime that has been there, that has really overseen the selling of bursaries.
Do you regret how things unfolded or how they were perceived by students? No, some students saw you as a betrayer. How are you dealing with that?
Well, I'm really working. I really worked. By now I'm okay, as you can see. I really worked on my emotion, and like my mind, especially that peace of mind, and even the pressure that was from the students, especially those who are really flooding my WhatsApp, betrayer, Judas, Zakayo. And really, betrayal comes with leaves a candidate or someone grappling with emotional turmoil, a damaged reputation, and even stress. At some point, you can get into depression. But I really told myself, Ramsey, this was your decision. You are really not pressured by anyone. Yeah, you made it based on the fact that you really wanted responsible representation. So I never regret, because to me I made the best decision for the good and for the welfare of the students, and even for their future, that will really see their academic excellence. Yes.
You are going to be a leader, and of course there are students that perceive you negatively. And of course you'll have to earn their trust, considering what happened in the recently completed elections. How will you do that?
Okay, first, I've been trying to really engage in open communication with them. To those who are not certain that I betrayed or I really engaged in betrayal, I tell them, okay, my people, it's this way and not the other way. So some are in agreement, but some who really were so much diehards of the Musa coalition, they cannot really come into an agreement with Ramsey, however much I tell them. But all the same, it's all about promoting now the responsibility in my leadership. Now that I'm the Congress Speaker, I'll really promote responsibility and accountability. Responsibility, you have seen me even going to town campus. They really cried to me, Mr. Speaker, we have been alienated so much. Even up to now, I should have been in Marimba to also hear about their issues. So with regards to that, people are really getting to understand that this is a leader who is committed to serve us, and not for his personal gain or for his personal interest. Then again, open communication for anyone who is really interested in getting to know why Ramsey did this and that. I'm always open to communicate to anyone, because leadership, it's all about transparency and merit.
Okay, according to your previous statements, you say that people don't know the exact amount you are paid. Can you give us the exact figure?
I said, I just said the amounts that people are quoting are just accusations, because they perceive my absentia was really calumniated. My absentia was calumniated in by me being bought. But no one can substantiate that Ramsey engaged directly with open communication with person A or B, and Ramsey really did a transaction, got a certain amount of money from this person to this person. So that's the thing that, that's the really, the thing that should really come out. Ramsey, you're with this person, this is the amount, here is it. We have tabled it, everyone can see. So they're just accusations because people want to listen to what they want to hear. And politicians, they perceive themselves as smart. All they want each and every day, hata nyinyi mnaona, oh, Zakayo, nini, they just create names and allegations to diminish or to destroy someone's reputation. Really to see that they make your leadership vision or your leadership journey vague.
And you said that coalition cannot make someone win the elections, that strategies can make someone win. What were your strategies in the elections?
Thank you for that question. Coalition can make, yes, and cannot make at the same time. It can make because politics is interest. Kila mtu anataka mtu wake akuwe hapo ndani. So they will vote you based on the fact that you are their person. But now it also really engages in a very a very strong fight between tyranny of numbers and winning souls. As you can remember, Ruto, what he did when he was vying, ali win souls. So it's all about winning hearts, making people to trust you, making people to believe in you. In the sense that hata wakiona, if they give you this, because you know, in high school, I read a set book, ile ilikuwa ina termed as Adolf's House, where someone makes a desperate decision based on a desperate situation. So to some point, people will not consider that coalition. The same way this election was really based on that. My people, that's the people of SHS, were saying, Ramsey, we are not going to vote for you based on coalition. We are going to vote for you based on the capacity that you can be able to hold and how you can be able to represent us well. So it's all about winning hearts, hard work. Hard work is part of strategy. Unajituma kusalimia watu, you greet people, you talk to them, you share your agendas and you share your vision with them, what you envision for them. Then another thing, it's all about, if you have tried this, it has not worked. Maybe you campaign an opponent, it has not worked, you shift now to selling your manifestos. So, hivyo, and keeping on being consistent to people. Because ground do shift. Even a ground can shift even within a second. Yes.
So are you trying to tell us that you are in Musa and the ground was telling you to vote for CBA because of some things or some issues? Or what are you meaning?
No, they never really demanded me to really, they never demanded me to vote for Musa, CBA specifically. What they were saying, Ramsey, you are in a side where we are not comfortable with. Where you were, we never saw any problem. Then why are you shifting again? Does it mean wepi umenunuliwa to support Musa, to support someone's agenda, someone that we are really against?
And what is your tribe actually? Are you a Luo or a Luya?
Before I answer that, I would say the problem that we are having in leadership today, people are suffering, people are struggling because we want to really do tribal politics, which are not helping us. That's why you can find me, I voted for CBA. That's one of the very reasons. I was telling people, if you continue to do the same things again and again and expect different results, then mutakuwa mnajidanganya. And now to your question, me, I'm not a Luya, I'm not a Luo. I'm a Luo, I'm a Luya. My mom is a Luo, my dad is a nini. That one is now somehow, it's now somehow complex. But I speak Luo, I speak Luya. So I was, even Juamu, the Luo Association of Meru University, I was part of them. If they had meetings, I would attend. And they would really endorse me, Ramsey, our man, why are you on the other side? Please come on this side. And I used to tell them, no, hata uko pia, mi nawajali. They also want me to be part of them. And the Luya community were in agreement, they never had a problem with that. Yeah, but now when it comes to leadership, we leave some things behind. Because we want to serve the interest of the people. Especially if people have been in a desperate situation where they need desperate measures. And now that's where true leaders or true definition of leaders come to make tough decisions. You may not favor everyone. You will not favor everyone. But at the end, they will see.
Now, as the newly elected speaker, what are the agendas you have for students?
One is advocacy for their issues. That's the same way I went to Marimba. They told me some of their issues. I had my school the other day to discuss what their issues are. Because I believe leadership is all about diligent service to people, getting to the bottom of what they are facing. Then another thing is now to inclusivity. I'll ensure that there is inclusivity, because for now I don't belong to any coalition. Even far from that, I've been a member of CBA, I've been a member of Musa. Previously CBA, then went to Musa. So all of them are my people. So even if I'm the Speaker of the Congress, I'll not favor any side, because I'll strive to include them in every policy development, policy that really aligned with comrades. Because even my dearest desire is to serve people and leave a legacy. Yes.
Now, previously you had said that the Musa coalition didn't believe in your leadership. How come they accepted you to be a member of their coalition?
Okay, I never said they did not believe in my leadership. They questioned where I would vote, the side I would vote for. Yes, because I speak Kijaluo. The Luos are on the other side. So they used to tell me, Ramsey, please, let us not find you voting for the CBA side, because you are also a Luo. Yes. But to my leadership, they were well satisfied with it. Because a leader is always seen. Impression, the way he articulates himself, the way he carries out himself, and more and more. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, the elephant in the room is betrayal. I'll not talk about betraying the coalition or the Westcom family. I'll talk about betrayal to your voters. Your voters came out in numbers, knowing that you're going to vote for Musa. For example, for instance, Honorable Karani. So why did you betray your voters?
Okay, I would say my voters, my school, that is when they were voting for me, my ballot, that's the ballot for the school rep. It was written Ramsey Abdalla. There was no Musa, there was no CBA. Even during my campaigns, I used to tell them, my people, this is the time for a new beginning. Let us elect leaders. Even before that, we have had issues, especially regarding attachments, assessments, and more and more. And the leaders then were not accountable. They could not come out to really listen and take actions. I was the one pushing them. I was the one criticizing them. Even the outgoing SG. There's a time even I remember I told him, you just talk, but you deliver zero. So my people really wanted, when they saw me, when they realized that I was vying, they really expected much of me and much from me. So I believe they voted for me in large numbers because they wanted service and representation. And again, to answer you, to add on that, if really the Musa people are the ones who were the majority and really loved dearly Musa, they would have voted in large numbers, my women rep, my men's rep. Why did only Ramsey win from the Musa side in SHS? My women rep was defeated with around 30-something votes. My men's rep with around 12 votes. I defeated with 120-something votes. Gauge the difference and tell me. So they had me in their hearts. They wanted a leader, and that leader they saw in Ramsey Abdalla.
How will you ensure fairness in representation of motions?
Okay, I'll ensure fairness, one, because from my decision, it really speaks volume that I really wanted good leadership. And again, me being a speaker, I know speaker is an ex officio, is a neutral party. Because if you favor any side, you will now be bringing commotion and destroying everything. And again, I said, I was a member of both Musa and CBA. I should ensure, because all of them are my friends. Then again, it's my mandate to deliver to them, to serve them, to be a voice that through me, they will be heard. Because I'll be the one to table motions. After tabling motions, I'll be the one to really carry the resolutions to the admin, to really follow up, to ensure, follow up with the help of the people elected in various capacities, like the academic secretary, and then at any point given in time, anything of priority shall have not been met or accomplished, I'll be the one to be on the neck of any one of them to ensure service delivery. This is up to what the expectations of the comrades. Then again, I said, I'm a leader who is empathetic. I'm a leader who values responsibility, accountability, and I'm a leader who is determined and always determined for change. So that change, I told my people, the change begins with you, the change that you want. And if you begin being the change, I will be your change. Yes.
Okay, maybe my last question, Mr. Speaker. Navigating coalition politics can be complex somehow. And can you share with us some of the lessons you learned from your experience from initial coalition that was Musa to CBA? What are your lessons?
Okay, one, I learned that betrayal in politics, yes, it may be a perception, but it's true. Because even to me, I sit sometime and I see like, yes, they say it's a betrayal. Because they don't understand, but it's still betrayal. Another thing is trust. I learned that trust is key as well. Because they trusted me, the Musa coalition trusted me. That's why they never put a replacement. But again, I will tell them, they never know whom I voted for and whom I never voted for. Then another thing I've come to learn that if you are a leader, just be the way you are. Serve people with a lot of fear, with no fear of intimidation, fear of criticism, and fear of favor. Because once I'm in the capacity to do so, nimeanza kazi, my people are appreciating. Yeah. So just be you, trust is key. As far as politics is a dirty game, then next time is now to look upon this issue of betrayal, because it can always cost someone a lot, especially your reputation.
Okay, politics is a dirty game. Do you see yourself working with the Westcom family? And do you feel like they will trust you if you are going to work with them again?
Now, that one is now upon them to trust me or not to trust me. I have talked to some of their leaders. I've shared what really driven my decision and my action. Some of them have been in agreement. Some of them are saying it's done. Let us now look forward. Because even if we stick here, maji yakishamwagika hayazoleki. Hawezi zoa hiyo maji. So it's now just to build trust with them. If they are members of Westcom who really need my help, because Westcom wanted to be part of government. Ramsey is there, is part of government. If they want any assistance, I'm always there. They have been my people. Me, I always believe, siezi sahau mali nimetoka. See? At long last, all they wanted is to be, and I was, some days ago, I saw them praising themselves that after all, we are in government.
How do you plan to bridge the existing political divides and of course unite the Congress members for the sake of the students?
Well, especially, immediately after my election as the speaker, I gave my speech at the Congress meeting. I told them, my friends, politics is over. Yeah, all the happenings and everything, we have regrets, we are bitter, but all the same, they can't change anything. I did what I did because it was meant to be. Sometimes these things are just God's will, God's plans. And maybe some people, I heard them saying that the Musa coalition, they really betrayed themselves. Not even Ramsey betrayed them because of the name Musa. Musa never reached Canaan. How did they expect themselves to reach Canaan? Yeah, to win the election. So maybe it's also a point for them to learn. And I told them, yes, yeah, politics is over. Let us now focus on delivering to our people, because that's the mandate that brought us in Congress. So that's how I told them. And maybe people may not be satisfied at the very first moment of maybe your explanations and maybe telling them here and there. My service and even how I will handle them in Congress will really determine the same. Yeah.
Could you briefly take us through your leadership journey?
Well, I believe I'm a born leader. People do tell me you are a great man with vision, ambitions, very hardworking. My leadership began in class 2, I remember. And before I say I begin my leadership journey, I always come in when people need transformation and revolution. Yes, our school needed revolution, my school needed revolution. So when I wrote noisemakers in class 2, took to my madam, nikamwambia, madam, these are the people who are really denying us chances to be doctors and engineers. And the madam aliwapunish na akaniambia, from today you will be a class prefect. So that's how my leadership began. Yes, I was appointed the prefect, akakuwa akatolewa. So from there I've been a leader, from there class prefect until class 6 when I was appointed the assistant captain. I did my best. In class 8 I was appointed the dorm captain. I did my best. I ensured cleanliness and everything. In high school, I came at a point in Form 2 when my class really used to make a lot of noise, and I have classmates even here. And I stood in front of the class and I told them, if we continue this way, we are going to fail. We want A's and A minuses, and we want great people in this nation to help people. When I vied, that was 1 week before election. At the time of election, I won with over 20 votes as the class prefect. In Form 3, I was appointed under the docket of the administration, the assistant captain administration. I was under protocol and routine to ensure protocol is observed and everything is done smoothly, because they saw my personality and I myself driven nature. So from there to Meru, now I vied as a men's rep in 2023. In 1.3 I lost, but I kept the zeal. I used to fight for my people. Nikiona mali kitu si mzuri, nasema hapa hivi. Ikishindikana, I go myself to try to really ensure justice to them, especially mambo na practical. Anything. I used even to go to the department. Mtu akiwa na shida, Ramsey, you're the one who can help me. Any person who wants support, Ramsey, nimelala njaa, I send her or him something.
Okay,
yes.
That's wonderful. What final message do you have to students?
Well, to the students, just know you have a dedicated leader, one who will represent you with impartiality, and one who is determined to really see Meru University being the world-class university that we are always crowned of. And maybe to tell even my school and every school apart from even my school, this is the time to make change. As you can see, even my president, that steady alive, swimming pool has been there for quite long, but as now he's in office, even within the first week, the swimming pool is being done. And even my school, that's the School of Health Sciences, me as the speaker now that I have a greater capacity to represent them, I will still do some inquiries and follow up to ensure that these projects, they move forward. And in terms of representation and service, I will not disappoint you. That's my mandate and my commitment to you. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe the last question. As a leader in the SAMU government and in Meru University of Science and Technology at large, what are your visions?
As a leader in Meru University, first, in terms of, because I'm a clinician, health services, especially ile mambo ya students, they cannot be able to be attended to because they have not registered for the semester. It should be ID, a school ID should be used for the same, because even after all, watalipa fee. Maybe, ni kama mtu amedefer, that one is maybe understandable. Then in terms of the bursaries, ile walikuwa nasema they will be sold to, they have been being sold to students. I will ensure as the SAMU speaker, because I'm the one to pass that from the committees. I will tell the executives, please, you are the one, yes, you can really accept applications. But the academic committee is the one that really vets these people. I'm also part of the academic committee. I will ensure transparency, merit, and accountability is. Because this money is, ni bado ni ile tunalipa fee. So selling them to students does not make sense at all. They are very needy students. Even me at some point have been sponsored. So I just want to be a voice to these people, to ensure that their issues, their grievances, and even their plight is heard. And to ensure that services and even the manifestos that they were promised both by the delegates, the executives, they are accomplished and they are really delivered. Because I have been moving from school to school to hear about their issues. That's the spirit that I will continue with until the last day that I'll be in office, to ensure at least 3 of their issues, their very priority issues, are passed and they are well catered for.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of our interview. To our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, share and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And to our guest, Mr. Speaker, thank you for availing yourself and honoring the interview. See you next time.